Okay, so where in the safari park is the car?
In the lion enclosure.
Where in the safari park is the car?
It's...
Where do you think it is? In the baboon area.
Are you answering for that, Tina? It could have been in the car park.
Question.
It could have been in the escape.
What would the baboon be doing in the car park?
The baboon?
Yes.
May have escaped.
Yeah, but you can assume it wasn't a car
I'm not
park.
saying that the answer, the baboon enclosure, would have amazed me.
Do you wonder perhaps if
I didn't expect to have to defend myself to this extent with that only question.
It's a stupid question. Where do you think he was? The gift shop?
If it's a stupid question, cut it out in the edit.
No, it'll be left in to show you for the charlatan that you are.
In the safari park was your car. The baboon area. Thank you. As I suspected.
Who is telling the truth?
I think it's Victoria, personally.
I'm just going to put it out there. It's Greg, and I know you two don't agree with me.
You think Victoria, you think Greg?
Go on, Captain, you decide.
Yeah, you go.
It's me or him. You decide.
It is literally 50-50.
Can I just say it might be me as well? It is an impossible situation. One egg thing's true, the other egg thing... How can I have disbelieved the wrong egg thing? So obviously what they'd make up some random thing about an egg and a long-departed 90s celebrity.
Is he dead?
He's not... No, he's not dead. He's just, you never hear from him. What does Damon Hill do now? He's probably into soil science.
Right. Ask. Who wants to ask first? Both teams.
Nick, how does it feel?
Yeah, oh, that's my phone, by the way.
Hard to describe accurately.
Vicky, will you help me and turn this way? Because I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. Our television room is very drafty. So, what are you doing? Whoa, go back. It's very drafty. And we saw this on a shopping channel, and we ordered it for a laugh, and it's actually, I mean, you'd have to admit, it's very cosy.
He looks like a ventriloquist dummy now.
I'll tell you what, Orville's let himself go, hasn't he?
So we ordered it, and we don't wear it every night, but we do wear it sometimes.
Is this the position you'll be in, where your wife will be...
No, because we have more than one chair in our television room. So we sit on the sofa side by
better on
side.
the sofa, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but we haven't got a sofa.
Well, that's a good question. You might have more than one chair. Have you got more than one jumper?
It's a cuddle jumper.
Well, why do you wear jumpers and cuddle up?
Why did you get it in orange?
We wanted that Guantanamo feel, you know?
Do they have pants too?
No.
You could have pants, couldn't you? 3 legs.
Are you suggesting that you lose the pants? Does the design lend itself to intimacy?
Yes.
Not tonight, it doesn't.
Time for a guess. What are you going to say, Lee?
Miranda,
I just really
I want to get in your jumper now.
Rebecca, this does put some pressure on you.
It's either mine or David's trousers.
So what do you think, Lee?
I don't want to rush it, I'm really cosy.
So what are you saying, truth or lie?
We think it's a
It's a try.
Hang on, we have to consult our other team member. Come over here. Do we think it's true or a lie?
I don't know what the question is.
The question is, does he cuddle up to his wife with
In
this
this
jumper?
No.
No. Nick!
He's got strong thighs, this boy.
And you've got a very bony bum. David, what about you and Rebecca and Jack? What do you think?
I think it might be true.
I think it's true.
In a bizarre, perverse
Quick as you
other
like.
universe.
We'll go for true.
You're saying true, and what are you saying?
Oh, I forgot. Let's go back and ask Nick. We said it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie. Well, I can tell you, it's actually a lie.
Now what do we do?
It's great. It's great. There's room for three.
A supermarket delivery driver who accidentally got... I can't remember. I just want you to know this is absolutely true. Right? But they do insist that we say it exactly the way it happened.
So
Exactly
here
what
we
happened.
go.
Right. This is David. No, what's your name?
Lee, perhaps you'd like to explain how you know Ian.
Never met him. This is Ian. Right.
Lee, this is Ian.
This is Ian. Listen, I think it's fair to say the opposition have got it down to 50-50.
So, Lee, how do you know Ian?
This is Ian. Ian, do me a favour, could you sellotape that to your face? Right.
All right, we need an answer. So, David's team, is Lee Pam's bookshop buddy, Kyle's fellow fraudster, or Lee's football friend?
Well, I don't believe Lee
Why?
because of all of the details.
I think it is Lee.
You
I
it
think
is
I
Lee?
agree.
Yeah.
I think Lee has done a Lee thing of making the story kind of like
Yeah,
there's stuff
right.
that didn't happen.
Right.
But I think the guts of Lee's story. I do. It just feels.
So,
Yeah.
well, for example, the professions of your team.
Yeah.
Were they really a binman, a postman, a butcher, and an unemployed former binman, postman, and butcher?
Okay.
Is that true?
No. No, it's not true, David, because that would be ridiculous.
I don't actually believe it was Lee. That was...
You don't
Don't you?
believe
Who do
No,
you
of
believe?
course not.
Well, it could. No, but the point is, it could be Lee.
David,
Yeah.
probably not Lee.
Are you giving me a clue?
I'm worried you're having a breakdown. Richard, what about Pam's story?
People do it a lot. People put their books in front of other people's books. I absolutely get it. No way is Pam Ayres being disrespected in any bookshop in this country.
I think you're right.
And I thought that the Brooklyn accent was absolutely terrific.
Yeah.
Let me just say now, I might have given the impression that I was ruling out Lee. And while on many levels...
mind games are you playing?
On many...
You say you want to help me, and then you do this.
I still think it's Lee.
You think it's
I
Lee?
still think it's
Yeah.
Lee.
I agree with Sarah.
OK, David, you're the captain of that team. You're the leader of that team. What are you going to say?
Kyle, every day of the week.
Yes, I think it's probably Kyle.
OK. Lee, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Lee, and I helped Kyle get into a club.
David.
I like pens.
I know this. It's true. It's true.
I like pens, and I like to know where my pens are. For this reason, I have a 3-point pen policy.
What's your 3-point pen policy?
Well, point 1, I find it important to know where my pens are at any time. For example,
that covers all three,
this
doesn't
pen. No. Point 2 is to be hyper aware of any pen that I've lent out. Point 3 is to take any opportunity within the bounds of a reasonable interpretation of the law to purloin or otherwise obtain pens.
Name 3 people who have currently got pens of yours that you want back.
There are no people who have pens of mine. A key part of point 2 is to get a pen back as soon as possible. When people say, "Oh, can I borrow your pen?" what I want to say is, absolutely not! Get your own pen, this is mine! However, as part of a scheme I'm working on to try and seem normal would be an exaggeration, but, at least acceptable in broader society, I try not to say that. I try and seem casual about, "Oh yeah, borrow my pen, that's fine." And then I'm thinking about it constantly until it is returned.
The pen that you've got with you tonight, is that your own pen or is that a BBC pen?
It is now my pen.
Pass me the pen.
I'd rather not.
You have to. You have to pass me that. I will give it you back.
Yeah.
I will promise to give you the pen back within 5 minutes.
All right. Okay. Shall I?
Let's meet halfway.
All right.
It'll be the first time we've made physical contact in 5 years.
I'll see you.
Right. Put the pen on the floor and step away. Step away from the pen.
You're going to destroy the pen.
I'm not going to destroy the pen. You've got such a cynical mind. Back away from the pen.
He's going to destroy it.
I'm not going to destroy the pen. That would be infantile. So this is a pen you got from the BBC today.
Yeah.
If I take this pen and say I'm keeping this pen, what will you do to get the pen back off me?
I will not fight you.
So what are you thinking, Lee?
It didn't seem much of a system, did it? That he's going to ask me to have the pen back, I'm going to say no, and he's going to leave it at that.
I'm so sorry.
It is fair to say we have created drama.
You had explicitly reassured him in front of witnesses that you would not break the pen.
I didn't believe him.
That is true.
I didn't believe him. I knew he'd break the pen. That pen, I'm afraid to say, and I hope this doesn't make me sound heartless, when I put that pen down there, it was dead to me.
Right, Lee, which way are you going? Is he telling the truth or was he telling a lie?
I bet you love pens. I bet you're pretty crazy about pens, but you do not have a 3-point system.
I think he might.
OK, Lee, take a guess. Truth or lie?
We'll say it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie. David Mitchell, the truth or a lie?
It is, in fact, true.
Yes, it's true. David does have a 3-point pen policy, so he knows where they are. It's Lee.
I have had to stop listening to a classic 1980s pop song because every time I play it, it makes my baby daughter cry.
David and team.
What is the song?
I can't talk about it. It's Ultravox, Vienna.
And how many times had you played it and she cried before you decided, oh, hang on, no, this is definitely a trend?
It happened 3 times randomly, and on the 3rd time I thought, this has got to be, that's not a coincidence now, because she seems to be doing it at the same point.
Which bit?
Well, it starts off quite slow. It goes, We'll be here all night if I do this. and then suddenly, he suddenly goes, the feeling is gone. And then she started crying her eyes out, and I thought, that's coincidence. So I tried it once, finally, just to test it.
So after the 3rd time, you decided, OK, I'm spotting a trend, and then you played it a 4th time.
4th time. I even filmed it. I thought I'll film the evidence.
Yeah.
How loud was the track when you were playing it?
Piercingly loud that would make a baby cry, because I really wanted to prove my point on the 4th one.
So what are you thinking, David?
Greg, what do you think?
I don't know. I haven't had any children of my own, so I don't know whether or not they just hate one track like that.
You should get one, because then they'll get a sandpit and you'll be happy.
I think it's true.
I think it's a lie. Really?
I think it's true, because I think the pitch of the music, I think it is the kind of thing that could disturb a little baby.
Well, I'm going to go with Kirsty. I think it's true.
You think it's true?
Yeah.
OK. Lee, were you telling the truth or was it a lie?
It is, in fact, true.
It is true. And, rather excitingly, we can prove it.
I did film it. I felt terrible. I did it once. It's never been played again. Played a
Okay,
BT.
so here it is.
So I'm going to play this once and we'll never do this again. All right, Millie, promise you we'll never do this again.
So sorry, Millie. The bizarrest thing. I think you'll agree, ladies and gentlemen. Now that's light entertainment.
It makes me so angry because they wouldn't show the clip of me attacking my mother with a taser. But it was really funny.
Yes, it's true. There is nothing that Lee will not do for a laugh. Next. It's me. Right. I was recently bounced off a bouncy castle whilst trying to prevent a bouncident.
What's a bouncident?
It's an incident involving a bounce, and you put the two together to create bouncident.
Sure, it's a derivative of accident, not incident.
Well, obviously, an accident is an incident, and a bouncident is an incident. Was this bouncident an accident?
It was a bouncident waiting to happen.
How did you go about preventing the bouncident that might or might not have happened?
I'll tell you everything. Let me set the scene for you. It's early summer. It was the birthday party of a small child.
Was you invited or just turned up?
Let's be clear. There's a children's party in a church hall.
Yeah.
I'm attending because it's the party of my nephew.
Yeah.
And there's a bouncy castle.
Whoa, in the church hall?
I know, I've never
Indoors?
seen
Yes,
that.
yes.
An indoor bouncy castle?
Indoors?
Yes.
How big
No,
was
there
it?
wasn't.
No, there.
How did they get it in the door?
That's a fire hazard.
I'm not an idiot. How did they get it in the door? We've got him.
No, I'm sorry, church hall, is that where the service is being held?
No.
This
That is
is
the adjacent
this is
building.
Church hall was our prime minister during the war. Now, I don't like bouncy castles because I think they're dangerous.
Right.
And my little boy went on after I'd expressly told him not to.
Well, he disobeyed your orders. The worst father I've ever, most incompetent father. Well, I don't like to say, but I think the boy's better off in care.
Hey, this is very upsetting. He clambered on, unbeknownst to me.
Yeah.
And he's going back and forth. So I get on and I get my little boy, George, who is not even 2, and I pick him up.
Right.
Okay? And I'm trying now to hold my little boy whilst being bounced by these evil children. My wife is stood on terra firma, and as I'm coming off the bouncy castle, a particularly hefty child bounces, sending me up. Holding my son, I hurtle through the air. Luckily, I come to my feet like Spider-Man, but the impetus is too much. I surge forward and headbutt my wife, thus having the bouncident that I was trying to avoid. So, what are you going to say, Lee?
What do we think?
Yes, I think it's
You
true.
think it's true?
If a 2-year-old had clambered on, you might well go and get your 2-year-old off.
I think that's true.
Well, then I must say true.
You say true. David Singh?
Well, we'll say it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie.
Yeah.
You say it's true. Well, it's actually true.
Pension mouse.
Yes, it's true. I was recently bounced off a bouncy castle while trying to prevent a bouncident.